Friends, we continue our reading of Proverbs this morning. Thank you for joining us as we read from Proverbs. Good morning, Linda. So, big picture. We always start here. We are in chapter 11 of Proverbs. So we're very early still in this biggest portion of Proverbs, chapters 10 through 29. Hundreds of ancient proverbs. They touch on seemingly almost everything imaginable. Um, I think that's what this is trying to present when there's this word art here. There's a lot there. Well, there's a lot in these many proverbs, these short wisdom sayings. I'll be reading from the left-hand column, which is the complete Jewish Bible. The right-hand column is the new the NRSV updated edition, which is obviously a Christian Bible. Well, maybe that's not so obvious. Yeah, so I may reference something from the right-hand column. It may just be there as a silent comparison. We'll see. Pull up the timer. Oh, there it is. Get that in place. And then we'll scroll down to our beginning point this morning. As I mentioned, we are in chapter 11 this morning. We're resuming at verse 19. 11:19. One side, there's the other. Okay, friends, and good morning, Mom. And friends, let's read. Genuine righteousness leads to life, but the pursuer of evil goes to his own death. The crooked-hearted are an abomination to Adonai, but those sincere in their ways are his delight. Depend on it. The evil will not go unpunished, but the offspring of the righteous will escape. Like a gold ring in a snout of a pig is a beautiful woman who lacks good sense. The righteous desire only good, but what the wicked hope for brings wrath. Some give freely and still get richer, while others are stingy but grow still poorer. The person who blesses others will prosper. He who satisfies others will be satisfied himself. The people who curse him who withholds grain, the people will curse him who withholds grain. But if he sells it, blessings will be on his head. He who strives for good obtains favor, but he who searches for evil, it comes to him. He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like sprouting leaves. Those who trouble their families inherit the wind, and the fool becomes slave to the wise. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who is wise wins souls. If the righteous are paid what they deserve here on earth, how much more the wicked and the sinner? He who loves knowledge loves discipline, but he who hates correction is a boor. It's a little softer than the NRSV, isn't it? Well, maybe. A bore, stupid. Interesting. All right, verse 2. A good man obtains Adonai's favor, but the schemer is condemnation. No one is made secure by wickedness, but the roots of the righteous will never be moved. A capable wife is a crown for her husband, but a shameful one is like rot in his bones. The plans of the righteous are just, but the schemes of the wicked are deceitful. The words of the wicked are a deadly ambush, but the speech of the upright rescues them. Once the wicked are down, it's the end of them, but the house of the upright endures. A person wins praise in keeping with his common sense, but a person with a warped mind is treated with contempt. Better to be despised and have a servant than to boast of one's status, but have nothing to eat. A righteous man takes care of his animal, but the wicked, even his compassion, is cruel. He who farms his land will have plenty of food, but he who follows futilities has no sense. The wicked covet the loot of evil men, but the root of the righteous gives forth of itself. The wicked is trapped by his own sinful speech, but the righteous finds a way out of trouble. One can be filled with good as the result of one's words, and one gets the reward one's deeds deserve. Fools suppose their way is straight, but the wise pay attention to advice. A fool's anger is known at once, but a cautious person slighted conceals his feelings. He who tells the truth furthers justice, but a false witness furthers deceit. Idle talk can pierce like a sword, but the tongue of the wise can heal. Truthful words will stand forever, lying speech but a moment. Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but for those advising peace there is joy. No harm can come to the righteous, but the wicked are overwhelmed with disaster. Lying lips are an abomination to Adonai, but those who deal faithfully are his delight. A cautious person conceals knowledge, but the heart of a fool blurts out folly. Friends, that's where we're going to pause right there. Verse 24. We did go into chapter 12, right? Let's see here. Yep, chapter 12, verse 24. That's where we'll pick up next time. That we pick up Proverbs. Peace be with you, dear friends. Now and always, have a wonderful Monday.